army with a lot of Goliaths here, going to be able to put a little pressure on, but with the tanks coming back from Upmagic, I don't see this doing too much damage here. Upmagic going to lay some mines of his own, going to be forced to bring SCVs off the line. This is exactly what he wanted to do, and now Upmagic's going to be able to put some more, going to be able to hold off this attack of the natural, but not before losing a handful of SCVs, just because his army is caught off guard, and Light's going to be able to Light basically wrapped around Upmagic's army, and he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on, and but Upmagic's going to be able to clean this up momentarily, which he does just about now, with the help of those races and the help of those retreating tanks. So Upmagic showing a little more magic in game 2. Double starport going down now for Light. So things are about to get very interesting here. I think Light still knows he needs to do a little more damage. Second gas going up for Light, though. Going to beat Upmagic to that, obviously, because he did have the expansion a little earlier. Upmagic will probably be getting his second gas fairly soon. We do see the Vultures coming behind. They could possibly use for scanning to pick off some SCVs. So I feel Light's doing the right thing to try to get back in this game. I think things are evening up pretty quickly, though. I mean, the amount of damage Upmagic did early on was not incredible. Academy going up as well, but it looks like Upmagic's going to be making a move across the map, so the Vultures are going to have to come back. I'd have to say the Vultures are hanging out about the 8 o'clock expansion. One mine almost going to go down, but going to be able to shoot these down fairly quickly, laying mines of his own, but these Vultures are going to be able to slip in, and Light's army has just been in the right position right now. Upmagic has been forced, every time he pushes out, Light just, boom, slips in with some Vultures. Sneaky for Light here, little ninja Vultures here, but Upmagic is actually making a move right across this map, and I don't think Light has too much to stop this, only mines, taking a couple hits right now, but I don't know how much of a remainder army Upmagic has. It looks like he has a couple more units on the way, but those Rays are going to definitely help hold it off. Does Upmagic have a Goliath? I don't think he has a Goliath, but a Goliath kill things so slowly, he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on, maybe pick off that natural gas, which would be huge. Here come the Rays, going to be able to hold this off, I think, but it will take time. I think that's all of Upmagic's force. That mine actually was pretty devastating here. We do see the army going out, realizing his opponent is going for Rays. He's going to need those Goliaths now, but the one Rays, he's going to be able to drop that and kill it, and now we do see these SCVs transferring, and we see those mines in there. They could come into play later on. They can be absolutely devastating if Upmagic doesn't realize that, or if Light doesn't realize that, excuse me. Luckily for him, Vultures don't draw off mines, apparently, or obviously, I mean, excuse me. Like, I didn't know that. But we do have a couple little Vulture battles in the middle of the map. Looks like Light's going to win this one. But both players taking some hits at their natural, but they have been able to transfer their SCVs. And SCVs, you only really need them for the gas. I mean, really, minerals are pretty easy to get in TVT. You don't really need them. It's all about the gas. Third factory going down for Upmagic. Probably going to be followed here pretty quickly by Light. Light looks like he's going to make a move with a lot of race here. And Upmagic's armory was just getting completed, I think. So he's going to have Goliath. So I'm going to be able to hold this off fairly quickly. But he has now he has Scanner. But Light has about four rays. And with these, he's going to be able to use these rays to come in and shoot some SCVs, but more importantly, going to be able to give vision to those Vultures to get SCV kills, and that's a smart move by Light. But Upmagic's going to be able to come back from behind and kill those Vultures, because he knows the Vultures are really the things that are going to deal damage, because those Rays are pretty fragile once the Goliaths come out and play. And I think we're going to see a couple Goliaths plop fairly quickly for Upmagic here, and so really things are pretty even right now, but Upmagic's going to be able to come in here and once again get a few more SCV kills, disrupting mining just a little bit more. But Light's going to be able to come in here and do about the same thing with this race. So either player have had their armies fighting against the other armies. It's just been who can take bigger hits at their opponent's base so far. And Light's going to be able to come in here and get a few more SCV kills, but Goliath's popping out with the race support back. Light's going to be able to hold this off, or Upmagic's going to be able to hold this off momentarily here. Sorry, I was grabbing a drink. Pretty exhausted, guys. Terran versus Terran is some tiring shit. But it really... I actually just commentated those two games now, and now I'm moving on to this game here. Upmagic coming in with some race, going to be able to cloak those, and going to be able to pick off the remainder of these before cloak was actually done by Light. Light losing a couple rays, a little careless on his part. He should have planned that better out, and now we see we still have these mines taking a couple hits. So the mines, Upmagic's mines in his opponent's base have been taken out, and Light looks like he's building that command center to take his third, and Upmagic's going to be able to come in with cloak. Does he not have scan? Light is not quite dealt with those, so I'm not sure if his comm set isn't up. He doesn't even have comm set, so these cloaks are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, get more SCV kills. Really, the story of this game so far is Upmagic's been able to get so many SCV kills, actually quite a few. Looks like Light's coming in to do the same, but Upmagic should have his Goliaths out there, but Upmagic's army is actually caught outside of Light's army. or outside of Light's base. That's where his Goliath support is, but he's laying a lot of mines, and it's going to require his opponent to use a lot of scans to move across, and if he doesn't use those scans, he could take a big mine drag and kill quite a few units here. Upmagic is losing quite a few SCVs at his natural, though. Not a huge deal, though, just because Race kills so slow, but he's going to be able to come in once again with these cloak rates, going to be able to clean this up here. And I think Light's Goliaths are base. I think his Wraith count is extremely low right now for those 2 star supports. He's probably going to have to transfer over, get some drops of his own, and start doing some damage. Looks like he has stopped building those. I would expect some dropships out of Light fairly quickly, as well as some from Upmagic, unless he wants to stick with the race like he did in Game 2. But really, this is Terran versus Terran, guys. It can be dull at moments, but both of these games have been pretty exciting, I must say. And it looks like Upmagic has got a pretty good position on his opponent's base. He's going to be able to come up, and any chance for Light to get up a third is going to be pretty hard. He's going to be able to come into these vultures, losing a couple units, but I think he has enough to take care of that. And now Light taking this chance while Upmagic's gathering his forces to take. He's taking this chance to the science facility going up now, but he's taking this chance to being able to kill his opponent's units here before Upmagic gathers up and runs in to take out that top right. Upmagic was kind of a contain, but it's not in Terran vs. Terran. It's hard to move your contain, and Light has wrapped around the back, mining out those back minerals, and going to be able to take this third expansion here. But it could possibly come into play and be hard to hold here. Now we see SCVs transferring for Light, and again he's trying to put pressure on the back door, getting more SCV kills at the natural. Upmagic right on top of it, going to be able to clean it up with vultures here. And now he's going to have to back off, and really things are pretty even here. And wow, I'm actually kind of worn. Casting actually can be tiring. That's the moral of the story. Sorry, okay, I was grabbing another drink. Alright, but Upmagic does have a contain on his opponent's base, and he's going to be able to continue this contain. Here comes the dropship here. He's going to be able to put some more pressure on his opponent's front door, but there are mines in position. This could be a bad... Okay, that one mine taking out all those tanks, but he realizes that's not the smartest idea, but he's going to be able to move up, take some hits on the high ground here. But really, there's not too much to hit besides a few missile turrets, and Light's right there on top of it with the floating E-bag. Going to be able to clean that up. But now he gets the units on the back. It looks like Upmagic could be making a move in the front door as well. It looks like on the mini-map, he's finally getting his third up and running. So a Light beating Upmagic to his third, which is the right thing for him to do right now. But Upmagic's going to clean up those remaining vultures again behind his expansion with the help of those Wraiths. And Wraiths have been really actually pretty useful. These 1 Wraith, 2 Wraiths have been pretty useful for Upmagic. And now another vulture going to be able to go clean those up. But Light's third is up. He has his third gas up and running here. And now he has 4 dropship. He looks like he is loading up for a drop. This is something that could change the game. Looks like Upmagic with 1 dropship of his own, but really Light is up to something big. He's up to a huge drop of his own. Looks like he is about ready to take that 3 o'clock expansion as well. I mean, it's Terran versus Terran, so he's going to go ahead and take the right side of the map. The top right, mineral only. There's really no need for that. We could see that used later on, but I would expect it not to be used quite yet. And in a second, we're going to get a glimpse of that 3 o'clock expansion. He might just have some units over there. I don't think he's expanded there quite yet. No, he just has that turret. And the drop has been seen, though. Upmagic is probably going to, or Light's going to probably have to reroute. If he doesn't reroute, I think this is a bit of a mistake. He's not rerouting. Upmagic's army is a little bit out of position, but he has those dropships out, and he's going to be able to do this with his SCVs, and I feel he should have rerouted, but Upmagic could be in some trouble, though. It's hard to say. Dropships covering up the battle, and it looks like so far, Upmagic is cleaning this up perfectly. Failed drop completely by Light. Ignorant on his part. It was seen. You allowed those vultures saw it, and he knew his opponent saw it, and yet he dropped it there. That's like when you go DTs, your DT tech is revealed, and then you just try pounding DTs into your opponent's base. At some point, you need to reroute, and you need to use those DTs to delay the push while you expand on your own. But being ignorant right there could cost Light the game, actually. These drops, losing a whole drop like that is actually huge. And that drop did 0 damage, lost a lot of units, a lot more than Upmagic did. Upmagic completely on top of it, and now he has that Wraith out there, and really those vultures came in perfect timing to see it. But even if it's seen, it's Terran versus Terran. Your dropships, they have to be able to reroute. Looks like he's loading up again. Could he possibly be going for another drop here? And wow, a failed drop here from Light. I'd have to say Upmagic is in a comfortable situation now. both players taking their fourth. Light did get his third up a little bit earlier, but Upmagic taking his fourth, and again, double expanding off the 3 bases, much like we did see in Game 2. He is actually taking the mineral left, mineral only at the bottom left. Obviously, players' minerals are pretty low this early in the game just because they don't have their 5, 6 expansions. Both players are taking their top right, so macro-wise, it's pretty equal, but the failed drop is actually going to really hurt. It looks like Upmagic is making a move across the map here, and going to be able to make a move